Hello, hello, English language learners. Welcome back to another wonderful Wednesday here on Sarah's English Club. Today I'm answering a question that one of our Facebook followers asked me a few weeks ago. He said, Sarah, could you please explain the many uses of the preposition at? At is one of the most common prepositions used in English. We have many phrases and expressions that use at when talking about time and place. So when we're talking about a specific time, we use at. For example, I will meet you at 4 p.m. We also use at when talking about some general times of the day. For example, at sunrise, at sunset, or at night. Now, we don't say at morning, at afternoon, or at evening. In this case, we use the preposition in. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. We also use at to refer to a specific location. For example, I will meet you at the restaurant tonight. A very common phrase you'll hear with at is at home. When someone or something is at home, they or it is already there. For example, he was at home playing video games. Or, I stayed at home last night instead of going out. He was at the hospital for 3 weeks, but now he's recovering at home. Now, when talking about going or coming back home, we don't use at. In that case, we'd say something like, I'm going home tomorrow. I drove home yesterday. I'm flying home today. So, like I said, there are thousands of phrases and expressions that you should learn, practice, and use with the preposition at. In today's video, I'm going to teach you 3 common phrases that you can learn, practice, and use with at. The first phrase is at the last minute. If you do something at the last minute, it means that you do something at the last possible moment or opportunity available. Because she booked the flight at the last minute, she ended up in the middle seat. I almost got in a car accident today, but I swerved at the last minute and I got out of the way. Because we canceled at the last minute, we didn't get our money back. The second phrase is at the end of the day. At the end of the day kind of has 2 meanings. One meaning is more literal. So you might say at the end of an actual day, at the end of a work day, something has to happen. For example, at the end of the day, the report must be on my desk. This phrase can also be more figurative, meaning it has a more general meaning, a different meaning. At the end of the day also means when everything is taken into consideration. When we have thought about everything, when we've talked about everything, it's the most important information at the end of a whole situation. The most important thing to remember. For example, at the end of the day, the only person who can take your life forward from here is you. The third phrase is at any rate. At any rate is an informal phrase we use to move a conversation from one topic to another or to end a story. It's similar to anyhow or anyways, and it's a common phrase we use after we've been interrupted from a conversation and we want to continue that conversation. So, for example, let's say you are having a conversation with your friend and your friend is saying, oh, I hate my job, I want to quit my job, it's horrible, I don't like my boss. And they're going on and on telling you about their job. You might say in response, oh, I'm so sorry, I understand, that's horrible, I'm so sorry that you don't like your job. Now, let's say a third person comes in the room and they interrupt our conversation. And this third person says, whose car is parked in front of the driveway? They're blocking the entrance to the building. And you two say, oh, I don't know who it is, whatever. And then the person leaves and you want to continue that conversation you are having with your friend. You might say, well, at any rate, I don't think you should quit your job until you find another job. Okay, so this was our lesson for today. Practice using these phrases with the preposition at. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as well. And I'll look forward to seeing you all again next week. Bye!